Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Cam. Welcome to Cam's Dallas Night Sports channel podcast. Today has been a great day. Went to work this morning, got off at 4, and then came back home, watched the Dallas Wings game, and watch them snap a 2-game losing streak. It's alright, man. It is alright. It was a much needed win, but we still got a lot to work on. I felt like we got off to a little bit of a shaky start. A little bit of a shaky start to start off the game. But that's all right because, again, we still got a whole half of the season left. And we got about 16 games left of the season. Very crucial last 16 games of the year because we're obviously fighting for our fourth place spot. We're all fighting for it between us and the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever. It's very crucial games down the stretch. But let's just take a look at the box score, y'all. The Dallas Wings score of 22, we gave it 16, then 21. You gave up 21, scored 26, and only gave up 8 points in the third quarter, and that's awesome right there. And then, of course, we was a little sluggish in the fourth quarter because we played our second and third string. The starter sat for the rest of the fourth quarter because we was already up like about 25, 26, and we just didn't want to risk any injuries. Alana Smith came out in the third quarter. She only had 3 points, but she gave us some good boards. But good thing they kept her out for the rest of the game. I don't think Alana Smith was 100% herself. The way she just run up and down the court, I think she's still hurt. She looks about 80% of herself, but I would keep her in that lineup because our defense would be much better with her in the lineup at the 4. I just think we need to keep her in the lineup for the rest of the season. Unless Jose Fernandez wants to put a walk career in. I don't know, man. But let's just take a look at the stats for the Dallas Wings. Jessica Shepard finished with 15 points, almost got the double-double again. It's all right, but Alana Smith finished with 3 points. She's got to have to make some of these layups. She can't be missing those. And then Arike and Cotie finished with 15 points. And then AZ Fudd finished with 12 points. Paige Beckers only finished with 6, and she had an off night. But again, everybody else stepped up. Our bench did a good job. Aaliyah Rue finishing with 6. Awak Career finishing with 6. Odyssey Sims, this is her best game she's had in a while, finishing with 9 points coming off that bench. Shot 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Much better game, but again, I'm not satisfied with it because we still have a whole lot of work to do if we really want to make a deep run in this playoffs. If we want to shock the mess out of everybody, we still got some things we really need to clean up. And let's take a look at the team stats. The Wings shot 48% from field goal range. Connecticut decided to finish with 34% from field goal range, and both teams shot 39% from 3-point range. And the Connecticut Sun shot 62% for free throw, and then we finished with 83% of free throw line. We got more rebounds than they did. We got more rebounds and turnovers. We had 14 turnovers. Yeah, we have to clean that a little up. I think the turnovers kind of hurt us a little bit, and again tonight, and we just got to do better taking care of the ball. And that's all I'm saying. But it was a good win for us tonight, and I do want to take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Wings, and it's very crucial. It's very crucial. It is not going to be easy, and we're going to be in for a very tough battle for the next couple games. This Wednesday night, they go back to Washington, D.C. They get the rematch with the Washington Mystics, and we've got to get that win. The Washington Mystics are a whole lot proven team than they were from the beginning of the year. Yes, we blew them out earlier in the year, but they were just trying to figure out their chemistry. But now they've gotten better. They definitely figured out their chemistry, and Shakira Austin really kicked our ass the last game we played them on Friday night. And We gave up 3 offensive rebounds in a row in that fourth quarter towards the end of the game. That cannot happen. We've got to do better with these rebounds. It cannot happen. We cannot be getting like more than 2 offensive rebounds in a row because it gives them more and more chance to give them another basket. It's like we cannot have that. That's what I think we need to correct from the last meeting. And next Friday night, they take on the Golden State Valkyries. And speaking of that, I'll be attending that game next Friday night when they play the Golden State Valkyries, and that's a big, big game. Definitely need revenge from last time's loss after losing by 11 points. But the Golden State Valkyries defensive team is just tough. I think they're better than the Indiana Fever. They're better than the Atlanta Dream. Do I think they're better than the Aces? Hell no. No. The only teams I think they're not better than is the Las Vegas Aces and the Minnesota Lynx. Those are the teams I think are going to be hard for the Golden State Valkyries to beat. And then this is their second year running as an organization. They're already one of the top 3 teams in the WNBA. Next Sunday, biggest game of the month for the Dallas Wings. We got the Minnesota Lynx. Ooh, man. Now that the Feast of Collier is back, and then obviously they decided they weren't going to trade anybody. I didn't think there was a point in them trading anybody. No, they're really stacked. They're the best team in the league. There wasn't no point. I just don't see any reason for them to do it. Just now. But let's just take a look from last game from the Washington Mystics. Yes, Jessica Shepard had 8 points. She had a little off night. Arike Uncle Buwali finished with 20 points. Paige Beckers finished with 23. She had a great game, but last game, AZ played. She had a little off night. Alana Smith had 11 points come off that bench. She did pretty good. Maddie Secrets finished with 4 points within 9 minutes. And Shakira Austin, 28 points. She had. Yeah, she was just busting our ass all night. I would put Alana Smith on her Wednesday night. Jose Fernandez has to start Alana Smith this Wednesday night to she can cover up Shakira Austin, and we'll see if it'll work or not. But the problem is about Alana Smith, she has been injured a lot, and there's been several times she's been in foul trouble, and that's just unfortunate. And the Washington Mystics got size. They have some size. And there was a little altercation between Arike and Kiki. All right, fan, I think that's how you say her name. But I felt like that should have been like a flagrant 2 foul. But yeah, let's just take a look from the game from last time they played each other.
Back 3, it's off the mark. Smith, another rebound and a foul. Oh, Arike and Cotie McMahon getting tangled up. They're going to go back and look at this, and now we have some extracurricular activity as Agumbawale displeased with McMahon. Extra words being exchanged. That was Lauren Betts. The 3-point line.
Arike did a great job walking away from the situation, but I felt like that was very incidental contact. Let's look at it again.
On the step back 3, it's off the mark.
Yeah, she literally tripped her and just threw her to the ground. That should have been a flag. I felt like that should have been a flagrant 2. She literally just grabbed her and just throws her to the ground. That should have been a flagrant 2. You can't just grab somebody just throw them to the ground like that. That's some bullshit. What the Mystics players did. That's just, come on, bro. And then
And Cotie McMahon getting tangled up. They're going to go back and look at this, and now we have some extracurricular activity as Agumbawale displeased with McMahon.
Look at Lauren Betts. What are you talking for, girl? Girl, what are you talking for? You talking all that shit to Arike when your teammate was the one that instigated it. Like, girl, go get your ass to the bench. I can't wait to play these motherfuckers again on Wednesday night. just I'm ready to just rematch because it's like, you know what? She gonna do all that chirping at Arike when your teammate was the one that instigated and like tossed her to the ground like that, bro. It's like, why are you talking? For what? For what, girl? Anyway, now that I talked about that, let's talk about what's really happening. Kelsey Plum was traded to the Phoenix Mercury for a first-round pick and for Monique Aqua McConaughey. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but hey, do I expect Kelsey Plum to be there next year? I don't think so. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, we tried to get Kelsey Plum, but honestly, I wouldn't think it would have been a good idea because she would have been too expensive. We would have to trade for a first-round pick and everything. It's just it wasn't worth risking it for it. But I wish Kelsey Plum the best for the rest of the season for the Phoenix Mercury, and who knows, they may make a surprise little run for the rest of the regular season. Who knows? Because I don't think the Phoenix Mercury are a bad team. This is the chemistry. It just hasn't been there all season this year. It's just. Yeah, it's just the Los Angeles Sparks has not made the playoffs in the past 6 years. It's unfortunate they have not made the playoffs. But and then here's another thing. Najee Marshall got a 3-year contract with the Dallas Mavericks. The 9th is here to stay. We have signed Najee Marshall to contract extension. Let's freaking go, bro. Let's freaking go, bro. Can't wait to see how Najee Marshall play again this fall. And when he was with the Pelicans, he was pretty decent. But once we went to Dallas, he got better. His points on average went up. It's just Dallas Mavericks is a very good organization to get the guys better when they come from another team. And I think Zach Reacher said he's going to do better too. Him playing along Kyrie's going to be his mentor. And then he's going about to play along Cooper Flag. Oh, yeah. I think Zach Reacher is going to fit well with the Dallas Mavericks system. Marcus Sasser, I think he will too. Anytime Kyrie plays along with somebody, yeah, he's a great mentor and great guy to the young guys that are coming into the NBA. Kyrie is definitely somebody you have to play along with. I mean, here's the thing about Kyrie. Kyrie doesn't be starting fights. Right? He's not a hothead. He don't be starting stuff with other players from other teams. It's like Kyrie don't be starting drama. No, it's like again when Kyrie was in Boston, he just was disrespected by the fans. Same thing with Brooklyn. He was disrespected by the fans for not wanting to get the vaccine. Y'all can't just be calling him out like that again. And the mayor's gonna talk about like, oh, he's missing out. Okay, you're the one that made that mandate. You can't just force everybody to get it. It's everybody. Everybody has their own choice. They want to do. And Stephen A. Smith, he did apologize for shooting out Kyrie for not wanting getting the vaccine, but it's a little too late for that now. You should apologize like years ago. Why you wait till 5 years later to apologize, Stephen A. Smith? Sometimes I just can't stand him when he's talking, bro, on ESPN. Sometimes I just don't really pay attention to what the fuck he has to say sometimes. He's just like, hey, bro. But, and now that I've talked about that, there was one more thing I want to get off my chest when I was at the Dallas Wings game from Wednesday night. My bad. Angel Reese, get your ass off that scores table. Why the hell are you sitting on the freaking scores table like that when you about to check in the game? Girl, this ain't your house. That's just so disrespectful, bro. Like, girl, Angel, you do way too much, man. Quit sitting, if we played the Atlanta Dream, I would definitely love to play him again in the first round. Because last time we played the Dream, when I was at the game, we got absolutely robbed, bro. That was not a foul on Arike. Alicia Gray literally flopped when Arike was closing down on her. She flopped. It's like, oh my gosh, man. It's like, I'm just being for real with y'all. It's like, damn. But that will conclude my podcast tonight. I will see you on the next one, and definitely will get my vlog going for Friday night's game when I go to the Dallas Wings game at the American Airlines Center when they take on the Golden State Valkyries. It is going to be a very, very tough matchup, but I believe we can win though. We can beat the Valkyries, man. We can do it, man. But right now, we just got to focus on the Washington Mystics and just get ready for Wednesday night and get the win over the Mystics.